Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Corey. Um, I just want to point out that for a Q&A, I said I would do a Q&A, but nobody asked questions, so could you ask them in the comments section next time? Got it. Okay. Tonight is going to be the start of a new thing called Sour Green Movies. Anyways, Sour Green Movies are movies that I consider to be sour or green. If they're both, they suck. Green means it's good. Sour, I liked it, but I kind of liked it, but it still sucked. So for tonight, for sour green movies, the first thing I'm going to tell is going to be a sour green one. Tonight's pick is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Tim Burton, what the hell are you doing? I'm not even kidding. This movie is bad. Came out in 2005. And there was another one called Mask of Zorro that came out that same year, and that one sucked. But this movie, oh God, if I was to choose any movie ever again, it would have to be Mask of Zorro. Why, you might be asking? Well, how do I put this? Legend of Zorro sucked because it had a lot of too much stuff, but this movie lacked originality. Well, okay, let's backtrack here. So they did a remake of the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And the movie came out in 2005. I was a little kid at the time. I believe I was about 8 years old. Yes, I was 8 years old when this movie came out. And oh God, it scarred me for life. So I should get into the basic problems. This movie is, well, how do I put this? If you've ever read the book, then you should know that Wonka is a mystery. They would tell stories and say, hey, and did you hear he did this? I don't know, that's not true. Yes, it is. No, it's not. And there'd be arguments all over. And what did this movie do? They showed Wonka in the first 3 minutes. What the hell are you doing? Just wow, way to spoil a movie. Second, and definitely bad, the music. Let me compare two things here. For those of you who haven't watched Wizard of Oz, there are 3 characters who sing the same thing but with different lyrics. If I could be kinda good if I only had a heart. Meanwhile, there are characters, the Oompa Loompas in the old one would do the same thing, but it would, like that one, it would go, Oompa Loompa, oopity doo, I've got the perfect puzzle for you. And it would change every time. It was the same song, but different lyrics to where it got in your brain really easily. What did this movie do? They chose a song from different genres, and wow. Just wow. I have nothing against people from India. But when you have an Indian dwarf playing the Oompa Loompas, it's kind of terrifying. How do I put it? Have you ever, when you hear of the word Oompa Loompa, you think of something you've never heard of, something you would probably see like, you think of something beautiful and fantastic. I thought it was a flower at first. Then I discovered it was little people with, but then it was discovered it was little people with gold faces and green hair. They were beautifully done in the 71 version. And what did this 2005 remake do? They made them scary! I was terrified! I am not kidding you. This just... wow. And their songs are forgettable. I can't remember one song from that. Another problem with this was they showed flashbacks about Willy Wonka as a child. Now, I have nothing against flashbacks, but when you're supposed to keep your main character a mystery, as I said before, flashbacks kind of ruin the point of that. And the, how do I put it? The movie is Wonka's big reveal where he finally comes out. In the old one, Gene Wilder did a somersault and acted like he was crippled, and it fooled everyone. Then you don't know whether he's lying or telling the truth. In this movie, you immediately see Wonka come have this creepy puppet show. It's ugh. In fact, I'm sorry. I really hate this movie. And then there was the fact that it didn't follow the book at all. The old one at least followed the ending perfectly. And they flew in the elevator and picked the family up and brought them back. Wonka was a generous human being in the book. But in this movie, he's a dick. A literal douchebag, if you will. But Wonka's not that, well, how do I put it? Wonka might be pretty evil, but he invites these kids to his factory and he doesn't be nice to them. He's a jerk to all of them. Like, for example, when the parents are in peril, Wonka would actually let the parents try and rescue their kids in the old one, and sure they failed, but he was nice enough to let the parents try and rescue them. And then there came Johnny Depp. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't find the right key. That's not the right one, and it's the same key. What the hell am I watching? If I had this guy running my factory, I would have just... If I was touring this guy's factory, I would probably do my knife. I would probably carry a knife before going into his factory because the man scares me. Johnny Depp would have been great, but they made him terrifying. I mean, sure, they've seen pictures of him and stuff, but if I saw his picture, I'd make sure to pack a pocket knife with me. We don't know, this guy might be Jack the Ripper for all we know. Sure, that doesn't make sense that Jack the Ripper is probably dead now, but who knows? Maybe he drank some of that magic water that the Tucks from Tucker Everlasting drink, or maybe he's a vampire. I don't know. But you just don't take an innocent character that people love in the book and you turn him into a monster. It's... oh, jeez. I'm sorry. But this just terrified me. I was afraid of Wonka. I was afraid that he was going to come out of the film and... If they ever do a remake of The Shining, have Johnny Depp play Jack Torrance. We all know he can do the job perfectly. Yes, Johnny. But seriously, I'll give a part 2 on this Sour Green movie to let you know how much this sucks. But until then, my name is Corey Sowers, and I'm your host. Goodbye.